Hello everybody, it's the Harbinger. This is Wingspan on Steam and we are playing with the Asia expansion this time. And this is the opening hand. So in the Asia expansion we are getting a lot of new cards to choose from. So we need to look at these a little bit more individually. Himalayan Monorail is a card that gives opponents grain as giving you grain and also letting us lay eggs. That's pretty dope. It allows us to either gain grain in the grasslands or it allows us to gain eggs in the forest. Both of those are really good, so I think we're gonna keep this guy around. The Baja Weaver is gonna let us tuck up to 3 cards from our hand behind this bird. If we do tuck at least 1 card, we get to lay an egg. That's an option that is really good at building up the wetlands for us. So it's basically a mix in between the mangy duck and one of those tuck to lay egg guys, which is a really good bird. European honey buzzard, not something I care too much about. Brant, we seen that one earlier. It's good if there are 3 cards here we really want to pick up, but we don't really live in such a world right now. And the blue rock thrush. If this bird has no birds to the right of it, you may move it to the next player mat. If you do, draw 3 cards. So this is a bird that we can activate to dump into an opponent, a 0-point bird. It's basically I get to draw 3 cards and you get to draw 3 cards and so on. I don't know how big I am on these guys, but these 2 are going to be really good for us, meaning that we can ignore grasslands if that is so what we choose. There's also a white-crested laughing thrush here, which wants us to tuck cards so we can gain additional food. It's gonna go heavy on tucking cards if you're gonna have to get cards for both the Bioweaver and the white-crested laughing thrush to tuck. So I think we're gonna just keep these 2 around and not worry too much about this guy, but I also think that this is a really strong opener. We're gonna keep the food for playing the Himalayan Monol out early, and we are gonna take it from there. Falconer is in general a really good bonus card. A lot of the high-scoring bird, a lot of the high-scoring predators are birds you want to play anyway because they're worth much points, and the Falconer is just going to make them worth even more. Wetland Data Analyst is a little bit harder. Even though we start with Baja Weaver, I just think it's going to be easier to play 4 predator birds we're happy about than to play 5 Wetland Data Analyst birds that are in the correct order here. So let's take Falconer, and that also allows us to maybe pick up the Great Grats that we didn't get a chance to pick up, but it allows us to do those sorts of stuff. I am going to start with just paying
Himalayan Monorail. This is the national bird of Nepal and the state bird of Uttarakhand, India.
I forgot that you get to hear sound bites when you play a new bird for the first time. Yeah, that is a thing in this game. So, I was going to say something and I completely forgot, but that is in the past and this is in the present. Let's gain some grain and lay some eggs here, and then we can play the Baja Weaver, and then we can go ahead and pick up something else in the future. We do have the ability of the White-throated Swift already in the Baja Weaver, so we don't need to worry about picking up and playing out this guy. But we might want to pick up and play out Eurasian Tree Sparrow just to get access to a bird you can play here we don't care about activating. Red Kite is a bird we can play for free if we dump something else into it. That's also a Falconer, but I don't like the point of this bird, or the point generation of this bird compared to the cost of sacrificing a bird earlier. So that's we can pay for this with grains and keep the nectars in behind, and I will try to remember to listen to the sound bites when they are available here.
Baja Weaver. These gregarious birds may weave up to 60 nests in a single tree.
Cool. And I think I want myself a purple Gallinule. Purple Gallinule is gonna give us additional cards. We can use them to tuck to the Baja Weaver if we don't care about them. And in general, 7-point birds are good to play out, especially when they give you more options. And we can pay for it with 2 of the foods we get for free from the Himalayan model, so I think that's okay here. Pick up 2 stuff here, then we are gonna tuck the green heron to the Basha Weaver, and we're getting a free egg as well. So in this game here, we can go either we can go pretty hefty into the wetlands if we get more support for that. We can go pretty heavy into the forest if we get support for that, and if we don't, we are also happy to just play a normal game here. A great spotted woodpecker is a 6-pointer that costs 3 food and gives you conditional additional food. I think that's an okay point payout for a 3-point bird that also gives you some cash back, but I don't think it's very important to pick up. So we are going to continue to play out the purple gallinule plan to get us additional resources. Focus on getting these nectars whenever we can, and never pick grains because we get free grains from the Himalayan monol here. And yeah, do that, and spend your own egg capacity, because this capacity is limited, and it's also star nest, and sometimes other players can give you nest specific food for free. We want to play with the grains whenever we can, so let's just do that, and then we are eating that egg, and now we can work on picking up more good stuff here. I don't mind picking up this guy here. We can easily get the food we need for him, and then we can I don't think we're gonna need aeration trees, but we are gonna have enough food. This guy gives us additional grain, this guy's gonna give us additional grain and stuff, and I think we are gonna focus on picking up a lot of cards and play out birds that are scoring us at least 6 on each bird. Sora's Crane. Each player may discard an egg to draw cards from the deck. Not an ability I think we are too highly on, because we're basically getting rid of points to get to draw cards. But it's a really large bird, so that's cool. It's 7 points, and it's paid for with random or wild card food. Little penguin. Okay, so we do need to chuck at least 1 egg to get 1 card to get an egg here. And I kind of want to play out these 2 guys. You give us additional points, you give us additional resources, and you let us trade resources. I'm not too big on that, so let's just sack this guy to gain 1 more egg here. Little Penguin is also a falconer bird, so it's a 9-pointer for us with a star nest, and that's just a really good power for us. We can utilize both the fish and we can utilize the fish and then do a reroll, and might maybe get another cherry, get another fish. We can utilize the grain we get from the Himalayan model. So let's do that, and we do get a cherry here. So let's pick that. That way we can play out this guy in the early next round, and that's gonna be great. Right, I didn't mention it too much, but there's a no goal, meaning that we get 3 additional action cubes over the course of the game at the cost of not having a goal in the first round. So this could be a really high scoring game, but we will have to see in the future whether or not that comes true. Okay, let's look at this guy. Crested Ibis. Draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. Other players may discard any 2 resources to do the same. So if the opponent has either cards in hand, eggs, or food, they can discard resources to also draw bonus cards. I think that we should be able to keep such resources around. So the question is, do we want to play it, or do we want the opponent to play it? I don't think it's very important that we play this one out now, so I'm just gonna pick resources and continue our game plan, and let the opponent pick that guy up
Great
if they want to.
spotted woodpecker. Woodpeckers can make up to 12,000 pecks per day at around 20 pecks per second.
Interesting. And then I think we want to pick up food for the little penguin, play this guy out, and then we try to find some more cards we are happy to play. I don't mind picking up the crested ibis after we play out the little penguin, but I'm not rushing to play out this guy, as we can have the effect on it even if the opponent plays, if we are paying attention to what cards are remaining and not. Then I think we're gonna go with the grain here, and another grain and another egg. Put eggs over there, and then we can play out the little penguin. And I realize we should be putting eggs into the correct nest types here. So that is a project for the future. Alright, so we can get some eggs into the Baja Weaver by just activating the wetlands, and we can get more eggs into Penguin and into the Great Spotted Woodpecker by activating the Himalayan Mono, so I don't think we are stuck just yet, but we also need to draw some more cards. Not crazy about the ibis yet. Let's see what's here. Australian Pipit, not something we are going to play, so that's at least a card we can tuck to the Baja Weaver, and we're gonna do that. I don't hate this guy, but he doesn't give us any utility for either of the bonus cards that other cards can't, and it's not working with our rougelikes or bonus cards, so I'm not crazy about picking them up. None of those work, so that's fine. Let's get some more cards. Rufus Night Heron is a 7-pointer for us because of the Predator skill, but not too crazy about playing him out immediately. Lucy Bunting is one of those birds that wants you to keep space in star nests around, so that's interesting. But I do think we're just gonna try to play out the crested ibis here. Gets us a third card drawn on the wetlands action, and we have eggs to spare in these irrelevant nest capacities. So don't hate that. We don't get the fish we want here, but that's fine. We are getting a worm, and we're getting another worm, and we're getting a grain, and we can overpay for this crested ibis if we so choose. Neither of these are particularly important for us to pick up though, so we don't need to play it out just yet. We can afford to stay one more turn, and if we do that, we get the option to also maybe get another nectar here, like that, and since we don't have to overpay, we can keep the food for later when we also want to play out stuff, and yeah, that's also good ideas. I usually don't mind overpaying for food if the bird that is going to be played also returns food when it's activated, but the crested ibis doesn't do that. And yeah, the opponent can pay either cards, eggs, or food for getting the ability themselves, but let them have that option. We're gonna spend some nectars and some fish. Actually, let's spend a worm here, since worms are easier for us to come by. And eat these 2 eggs, since we don't care about them, for the bonus cards. Round
Crested
and goals.
ibis. There were only 10 wild crested ibises in the 1980s, but breeding programs are reintroducing them.
Just 10 birds left? Damn, that's not a lot of genetic variation left. Okay, that's weird. And yeah, I'm pretty sure all of these white poor are actually borderline extinct or are endangered. So that's a common theme for all of these white birds. Bonus cards. Fisher Manager, we need 1 more fish-eating bird for 8 points. We can certainly play out the Rufus Night Heron for getting power points on both these bonus cards. So yeah, I like that a lot more than the Breeding Manager option here. So not really too much to think about here. Just play out what works and don't worry too much about it. Then the question is, should we just play out Rufus Knight Heron now before we activate, or do we want to draw some cards? If we play him out, we are gonna lose one egg that matters. How are we competing here? Opponent has 7, so we can't really catch them no matter what we do. So I think it's fine to play this guy out. That lets us draw more cards next turn. Lets us look at another, maybe get points on the Rufus Knight Heron. So yeah, I think it's fine. Spend that egg and spend eggs out of you because you have a limited egg capacity. And yeah, these Asian birds we started with are really good to help us get cool stuff happening here. And what is happening here? 0 turns left. Mandarin Duck. Draw 5 cards from the deck. Add 1 to your hand. Tuck 1 behind this bird. Give 1 to another player and discard the rest. So we're getting a free card from the opponent. And we're getting the kill here, okay? It's not something I'm considering playing here, since it's way too late to pivot into such a card now. We wouldn't really get any benefit out of it. We can play it here, get one egg and 2 cards out of actual activations here, but here we get 4 cards and egg. So yeah, it's just straight up not relevant for us anymore. Wait, what? Didn't we had 2 out of 4 cards, and that gave us 3 points when I looked at this last time. I was just confused. But yeah, we have 3 birds eating fish currently, and we need a 4th. So let's try and find that. And yeah, I'm not considering either of these birds. This magpie is too late. Emu is not going to be in habitat we're going to activate, and we don't really need more sources of grain. And short-toed treekeeper is basically only good if you can get enough free birds placed out of it, and we can at most gain 2. And yeah, it's just too late to matter. You can't be tucked there. Can we get some points? We can get double points on the rival and the pie-bill grab. We can draw some more cards. Duration Hoopy. Oh, that's a cute one. Steal worms from each of the neighbors. Each neighbor whom a worm was stolen may gain stuff from the supply. Okay, so it's we basically get some cash back when activated. I can certainly play out this guy. We need to fill these columns for the last round and goal, and we have 2 high-scoring birds to choose from here. Cedar Waxwing could be played. It's not unreasonable, but I'm gonna tuck these 3 cards here first. Yeah, I think we have enough tucking power in the Barge Weaver that we don't need to tuck the or the Cedar Waxwing to be able to tuck enough cards, I think. And even if we tuck 4 cards to this guy, it's a 7-pointer that gains us 4 food. It's not that great to play out at this point in the game, but it also costs resources to check cards to this. So yeah, I think it's fine. Let's look at some more cards one more time, since we are gathering resources. Black Drongo, discard any number of cards from the tray and refill it. If at least one of the discarded birds is a grasslands bird, lays eggs on this bird. Not going to be relevant in this game. Violet Cuckoo, when another player takes the lay action, lay 1 egg on another bird with wingspan less than 30 centimeters. You may go 2 over limit while using this power. Okay, that's cute, but not necessary in this game. It's a little bit too late. Payment Attach gives us grain when taking cards, and the Australian Zebrafinch is a very conditional gain points bird that is tucked onto a too bad chassis. So not too crazy about that. Crazy about getting points here though. That's awesome. Caching a fish here from the common marine, and drawing 1 more card. Red-breasted nuthatch, and yeah, we are gonna tuck these low-scoring birds behind here. And yeah, you know what? Maybe we do need attacking power of the Waxwing to get rid of all of these cards as well, or we could utilize them to just gain points out of the lay egg action here. But why would we go here to activate a grasslands when we can also gain 4 points by just chucking 4 cards to the Badger Weaver and also getting an egg and also getting 2 more chances to get points here? Yeah, we don't want to do this to get points, so never mind. Anyways, food costs of birds played. We are currently winning by a lot, but I think we're gonna play at least 2 more of these birds. Let's. I would very much like to find the 4th bird for Fisher Manager though, and we do need to find some that can fit either in the grasslands or the forest, and there aren't that many birds that eat fish that fits these habitats, so yeah, let's go fish one more time here and see what you find. Main duck, it's a little bit too late, but yeah, main duck and the Badger Weaver together could be a really good thing, because it enables like stuff like the purple Gallinule and any other card that draws us cards. Like we draw 6 cards, then we get to tuck 3 cards here, 3 cards to the main duck, and get 6 points, 7 points there, and a grain, so we can like play out more stuff. So I think those 2 birds can be a really good opener, but you also need to not tuck too many cards until you can sustain drawing as well, because you need to keep stuff around so you can play it. Great Crested Grab couldn't be played anyway, so that's fine. Neither of those are particularly interesting. It would be great to have a Gonellus Eagle to get rid of some more cards with though, but yeah, we can't really get that anymore. And a Bruce Blackbird. Don't think this guy is gonna play, so but yeah, this guy's bad, this guy is bad, this guy can't be played, so I think this is fine as well. And now we need to play stuff out so we can remove some of the eggs of the Badger Weaver. And that means we need to go here. Let's get a rodent for the hoopoe and look for some worms, are they called? And I also think I want to sack excess cards to draw more food, just to do that while it's available. Hang on, don't take that, you can take that fish instead. Take that, get some free stuff, lay some free eggs into, for example, the Rufus Night Heron. Since I was disappointed that you couldn't finish off the Fisher Manager quest yourself, you can get some consolation prize and get a free egg. Alright, do you have food spare? You don't. That means we play the woodcock first and we save the Eurasian hoopie for later. And gonna pay for you with the correct foods, so that we can overpay for you later, apparently. You laid eggs again, meaning that you haven't gotten additional foods. Is that something we are worried about? I don't think it is. We could also just like play out. Yeah, but you are gonna be a heavy overpaying thing. Let's just draw some food again to get the correct food for the hoopoe, and then we can play out more stuff in the final rounds, I think. Yeah. 3 nectars for the hoopoe is okay, and you can pick up another worm. You can give us free stuff, because free stuff is nice. I don't think the opponent is gonna draw food necessarily. They have laid so many eggs. Maybe we should have played out. Maybe we should have played out the Violet Cuckoo and gotten lots of free eggs, but it's a little bit too late to react to what the opponent did earlier now, so we just have to do this. Take one of those eggs
Eurasian
and...
hoopoe. Hoopoes use their long bills to extract insect larvae from the ground or surface litter.
Yeah, that makes sense. They have long beaks, and it could look like they use these long beaks to eat these worms. But yeah, it's also a 7-pointer that gets us up to 2 for filled columns, so it's fine. And we get a Lincoln's Sparrow given to us by the opponent. Don't think it's gonna see play, but it can be played anywhere for a third column if we need it, so it's not the worst thing to be left here. Common Goldeneye could be the 4th fishery manager bird, so I think we're gonna go here and pick it up. Greater Prairie Chicken is another bonus card, and rounds off the columns. I think that's also gonna be okay to pick up these 2 birds, and yeah, we can almost also play them out with the food we already have, which is okay boon as well. Eurasian Nutcracker, hello. That is an interesting fellow. It's a little bit late, but we have a lot of grain gain here, so it could have been a good pickup earlier. Rose Ring Parakeet can copy a one played ability on one of your neighbor's birds. Yeah, okay. And no fish, and draw another card. Common Swift, that one could be okay to play out if it works. Eat the lowest scoring birds here and lay us another egg. Eurasian Collared Dove is a bird I would have picked up if opportunity were enough. Hang on. For us to activate this habitat, it's not too bad. We get 4 points of the Baja Beaver, maybe some here, so like we get 5 points by picking up stuff. So it's not horrible. We also want to play out stuff here, but I think we can play you over you. This is like borderline guaranteed 10 points because we can also just go here to get more resources. But I think we want to get the free egg if we're doing that. So I think we should play the Common Goldeneye first. This is a 2-pointer that costs us an egg, so it's 1 point, but it also gains us 5 points on the Fishery Manager, and it gains us 1, 2, 3, 4 more points on the round end ability. So it's a 10-pointer. So yeah, it's a really good play for us. Yes, it is. It costs us opportunity cost of gaining food if we want to play out Eurasian Collared Dove, but I don't think that is. I don't think that's the main issue we need to care about here. So now we can go here and still get that egg. It's still a good activation, so I think we might want to do that. And then we take some food, play out Eurasian Collared Dove and Greater Prairie Chicken, and we call it a day. Because Eurasian Collared Dove is better than the Common Swift because we aren't getting that many worms, right? Or we could get worms. No, because we already have 5 of these foods. Yeah. Let's go here and see what we can do. Ooh, Phototronic Warbler. Points on you. 2 points on you, 2 of them. So that's 3 points here. Get to draw another card. A Brambling. Let's read on that later. Take you and you and you for. That's 3, 4, 7 points. Okay, that's good. Brambling. It's a round end bird. Draw 2 cards and take another to your hand, then take up to 2 cards from your hand behind this bird. So this one is really good in the in the first round, you get to draw 8 cards during the course of the game. You get to tuck 8 cards during the course of the game. It's lets you cycle stuff. You don't want to keep between rounds, and it's also really pretty. So that's a neat thing. Bearded Reedling. For each other bird in this column with an egg on it, lay 1 egg on this bird. That could also be pretty good. It has lots of egg capacity. Good for some of those bonus cards. Then we need to do some math here. So, this warbler here is worth 8 points, and this guy is worth up to 10 if you have enough additional food. This guy also costs 1 less egg because we can play it here, but we also want to play the greater prairie chicken here, so yeah, lots of things to consider, but I think we are, no matter what, we are picking up as many foods as we can here, unless we play out this guy first, but why would we want to do that? I guess we could play the grey catbird here to activate this guy twice, give away lots of grain to also get double eggs. But we are overpaying a lot by doing it, so I don't think we want to do that. There's also a bird we have tucked that we don't need to care about, so never mind. Yeah, I think we prioritize picking up food here and getting as many foods as we can, and these nectars are just the kind of foods we are talking about. And let's give eggs to these great spotted woodpecker. Okay, so now we have 10 food, so we can at least play out the greater prairie chicken. No doubt, get another bonus card. And I do think that's better than to play out the Eurasian colored dove just to get it guaranteed 10. So let's look at this and ooh, that's a thing. That's a thing. We don't have nectars in the forest? How don't we have nectars in the forest? That's a 2-point mistake. We should have paid for the common golden eye with nectars if at all possible, but yeah, we can't go back in time and do that, so we'll have to just live with our decisions here. Okay, anatomist is fine. We can't get firebirds for that here, so let's not even look at that. But grasslands population monitor, different nest types. Currently we have these and this nest type, and adding a Eurasian colored dove to the mix would be really good. Now, we should have paid for the greater prairie chicken with 1 grain instead of 3 nectars, because now we have to overpay to pay the Eurasian colored dove, and that almost matters. But yeah, we should have paid for this guy with the correct foods. We knew we were planning to play this guy, so we should have make sure that wouldn't. We should have made sure we have the cherry for that. So we can either go down here and get for maybe 5, 6, 7 points. We can play out this guy for 3 plus 5 points, which is 8. Plus we get 2 more points on this guy, so 10 points. It's not a predator. I don't think we can play any predators from what we have left here. So yeah, I think it's just going to be the Eurasian colored dove here, and that is fine. We are overpaying for this guy by 1, but we are still having 5 foods for this guy left at the end of the day, so we are getting it. And you are laying yourself 4 eggs, and yeah, I think we should have a decent chunk of points left over after this game here. 79 feels like it's not correct. We have played so many high-scoring birds. We have to have at least more than 79. Right, 83 also seems like it's way too little here. Maybe this is the points from the opponent, because I can see that the opponent has like 20 eggs and 20 points. Yeah, this is the opponent's score, not ours. Okay. Because, yeah, they had 20 points in birds, and we have a little bit more than that, don't we? 68, yes. And then we're getting 15 points from bonus cards. We are getting 15 points from a round and goals. That's 98. And 107 points there. 112. And 138. Ooh, 148 points! And yeah, don't come here and say that the power creep ain't real in Asia. When you're starting with the Himalayan Monol and the Baja Weaver, you can get some pretty darn good scores. Let's also not forget that this is a no-goal round, so we are getting 3 additional turns over the course of the game, which also is why this game here is like 30 minutes long. It doesn't hurt that I have to listen to all the sound bites and read all the birds for the first time again, but yeah, it's nice to be back with the Asia birds, and I hope that you enjoyed this game. This has been a Harbinger. We've been playing Wingspan Asia on Steam, and this was the game we